Good evening and welcome to State of Business on our television. I'm Tamiru Nimsat. Let's have a look at the headlines. Price drops continue to cool Colombo inflation in October. Sri Lanka's construction activity slips in September. News in detail. Sri Lanka's construction sector experienced a slowdown in September with the Purchasing Managers Index reflecting contraction in activity. The total activity index for construction dipped to 48.6, falling below the threshold of 50 which separates expansion from contraction according to the latest data released by Central Bank recently. This decline highlights a significant reduction in activities due to election-related disruptions affecting the sector. Survey respondents reported increased market competition and ongoing supply chain delays, along with declines in employment levels and quantity of purchases. However, despite the challenges, there was a noted uptick in new orders as certain projects began to progress. Foreign-funded and local projects are also seeing some resumptions of tender availability, keeping the sector hopeful for recovery in the coming months. Inflation in Colombo continued its downward trend in October, marking the third consecutive month of easing, thanks to improved supply conditions and lower administrative costs. Data from the Census and Statistics Department shows the Colombo Consumer Price Index decreased by 0.8% year-on-year, a sharper drop compared to September's 0.5%. The monthly index fell to 189.9 from 190.9 in September, driven by both food and non-food price declines. Food prices rose 1% year-over-year but dropped on a month-to-month basis, contributing to an overall minus 0.2% change in the monthly index. Meanwhile, non-food prices recorded a 1.6% decline year-over-year, with repeated cuts to fuel prices and water tariffs providing significant relief to households. Core inflation, which excludes more volatile items, eased slightly to 3% year-over-year. The Central Bank of Sri Lanka has noted that while inflation is likely to remain subdued in the near term, it may approach or even exceed the medium-term target of 5% by late 2025. Sri Lanka's exports grew by 4.1% year-on-year in September, surpassing the $1 billion mark despite a widening trade deficit due to high imports, according to data from the Central Bank. The trade deficit expanded to $634 million from $377 million in the same month last year, reflecting a sharp increase in export expenditure over export earnings. The report also noted that merchandise exports were boosted primarily by industrial goods, with textiles and garments leading the increase while agricultural and mineral exports fell. Meanwhile, imports surged by 22% year-on-year, largely driven by intermediate and investment goods. The rupee continued its appreciating trend, showing a 10.3% gain against the US dollar up to the 30th of October, reflecting broader currency strength. Despite some gains in investor confidence, the balance of payments recorded mixed results with outflows in government securities and moderate inflows to the Colombo Stock Exchange. For the services sector, inflows were reported at $311 million, down slightly from last year, while outflows driven by overseas travel and air transport rose to $336 million. These indicators show an ongoing resilience in trade but underscore the challenges of balancing imports and exports amidst an appreciating currency and external competitiveness pressures. Stay tuned. We will return after the short commercial break. Welcome back after the break. The Ceylon Chamber of Commerce, together with the Sri Lanka Greater Mekong Business Council, led a high-impact business promotion mission to Thailand recently. The mission aligned with the Logimat Southeast Asia and Logifood Southeast Asia 2024 exhibition, providing a unique opportunity for Sri Lankan businesses to establish connections and explore new trade avenues. The mission capitalized on the upcoming free trade agreement between Sri Lanka and Thailand, set to take effect in January 2025. The 11-member delegation, representing sectors from healthcare to food and beverages, was led by Ceylon Chamber CEO Bunakabahu Pereira, with the support of Sri Lanka's ambassador to Thailand, Vijayanti Dirsingha. Key highlights included B2B meetings with the Thai Chamber of Commerce and the Thai Sri Lanka Chamber of Commerce, as well as site visits to Amatanakron Industrial Estate and Sri Thai Superwear Factory. These engagements provided valuable insights and opportunities for Sri Lankan companies to expand their presence in Thailand and optimize the benefits of the free trade agreement. In maritime news, the LNG dual-fuel ro-ro vessel Glovis made its maiden call at the Hambantota International Port last week. During its call, the vessel unloaded 627 car equivalent units and loaded 934 CEUs bound for the Persian Gulf. The 200-meter-long vessel, with a carrying capacity of 7,000 CEUs across 12 vehicle storage decks, is part of the advanced LNG fleet of Hyundai Glovis, one of the world's largest ro-ro shipping companies. Glovis, commissioned in September 2024, is equipped with 12 fuel engines, allowing it to operate on both LNG and heavy fuel oil, supporting more sustainable and fuel-efficient maritime operations. This reflects Hambantota Port's expanding role in sustainable shipping solutions, with LNG-powered vessels being instrumental in reducing emissions, adhering to international environmental standards, and advancing the decarbonization of global shipping. The Glovis will now continue its journey to the port of Jebel Ali in Dubai, UAE. District 82 of Toastmasters International celebrated a remarkable milestone in honor of Toastmasters International's 100-year legacy. A commemorative stamp was issued in honor of its legacy at an event held in Colombo recently. Since its inception in 1924, Toastmasters has empowered thousands globally to enhance their communication and leadership skills through its member-driven programs. What began as a community initiative by Dr. Ralph C. Smedley has transformed into a global movement spanning 150 countries with over 15,000 clubs.
Today is a very significant day that we are celebrating the 100th anniversary of Toastmasters International. What Toastmaster is all about. In Toastmasters, we empower individuals through personal and professional development. So we have been there for 100 years, and in Sri Lanka, we have 150 plus clubs, over 3,500 members, and over 2 decades within the country we have contributed to the personal and professional development of our own nation.
That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.